What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Expurgate, entitled Dementia Tremens. This is released on Comatose Music. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Denver, Colorado, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very heavy, slam-orientated style of brutal death metal. This is my first exposure about this band. This is my first time hearing about them. If I'm not mistaken, prior to this, they came out with a couple of demo releases. 2010 and 2011, I believe. I've gotten to listen to some of this band's earlier stuff prior to this debut, and I gotta say, I thought it was really sick stuff. I really dug the diversity and the heaviness that lied in between this band's workings, you know? Really good stuff. I mean, I can pick up some influences from, like, maybe Skinless, or Disgorge, or even Cephalotropsy. I can pick up some vibes from those bands in Expurgate. Now we have their official full-length debut entitled Dementia Tremens. It's 9 tracks, and it runs around close to 25 minutes in length, so this is a pretty short record. I mean, it's short from the fact once you get to the first track called 86, which is like about a minute and a half long. Almost close to 2 minutes in length. The majority of the songs on here range from about a minute, 2 minutes to 3 minutes in length. But every song that's on here just flies by, gets the point across, and does so very successfully. But with the pace of each track, you're going to get a little bit of diversity in bits and pieces. And with that kind of diversity, it really makes me like this band a lot more as I listen to this album. And with time, I think this will be another brutal death metal band to definitely be on the lookout for, and hopefully will make a statement in the brutal death metal scene. Musically, I think it's pretty top-notch. I like the way the music flows on this record. I dig the way the guitars sound. There's a lot of good, unique, solid kind of riffs going on, from the more heavy, brutal death metal kind of riffs to when it starts to get slower to the more slam breakdown kind of parts, because this is, like I said, this is a pretty slam-orientated band. You're going to get some pretty fast, crazy riffs, and then when it starts to slow down to more slam-orientated moments, I think it's pretty damn successful. I like that a lot. And the same can be said about the bass. I think the bass is very dominant here. You can hear it very perfectly. You can hear the little bass riffs here and there. I think it's really damn cool. I want to say on tracks like Viscera and Suffulation, I really dig the way the bass sounds on that record. And towards the closing moments of the album with Disgorging, Vomitous, Anomalies, I dig the way the bass just glides along nicely on the tracks. On that track and on plenty others too. I really dig what's going on with the bass there. Drum-wise, the drums are pretty solid. Kind of reminds me a little of Pathology, with just the way some of the snare hits and some of the blast beats and double bass sound. I like the way the drums sound. They're done very well. They're played very well. Pretty good solid pace, even to the more slam-heavy parts. Like there's another song on here I'm trying to think of. I think it's Redemption Through Seppuku or 40-ounce Facefuck. There's some pretty crushing moments with the drums on those tracks, in my opinion, and I think they work pretty damn well. And we now get to the vocals. Personally, I think this is one of my favorite things about this record. This guy has a really diverse kind of voice because he has so many different styles. He can get very low, ultra guttural, almost takes me back to Gut Rot and Inhuman Dissonancy. I can hear vocal influences like that show up on here. Really nasty, filthy gutturals. And when he gets to more mid-range and higher gutturals, they sound really sick. And even to the parts where you can hear everything the vocalist says clearly and perfectly, even with the kind of rasp he does when he's not doing gurgling and guttural growls. It's really cool. I really like the vocal diversity of this album. I think it's badass. So overall, if you're a fan of bands like, let's say, Pathology or Cephalotropsy, or Torso Fuck, Gut Rot, Syphilic. You'll find something to enjoy about Expurgate. There's a lot of good musicianship going on here. I dig the vibes, I dig the lyrics, I dig the music. It's pretty awesome, and if you're a fan of brutal death metal and slam, you'll find something to enjoy about Expurgate. I think this is very impressive. I wish the album was longer, but still, what can you do? It's some awesome, awesome stuff. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I'd definitely say the opening track, 86, Viscera and Suffulation, Redemption through Seppuku, and the closing track, Disgorging, Vomitous, Anomalies. Some pretty solid stuff. I'm going to leave you some links in the description box to the Comatose web store, where you can purchase a copy of this, buy one for yourself, hear it for yourself, be your own judge or whatever. I know I purchased my copy of this not too long ago, so I'll be expecting it really soon, so it's going to be something worth owning. I can guarantee you that if you like brutal death metal. So give this band a try if you want. Again, the album is Dementia Tremens by Expurgate. This is released on Comatose Music. Support this band. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Pretty impressive debut. I just wish it was a lot longer, but with what you get, it's some good stuff. So support Expurgate. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.